read an article saying that the House just passed a bill that they're going to automatically register men from 18 to 26 for war. Okay? And all I want to say is to America, good luck with that. These new little niggas are TikTokers, baby. These motherfuckers ain't gonna fight no war. We gonna die. You gonna die. You might as well just keep motherfucking investing money and got guns. Cause these new kids, you wanna send these new kids to fight these wars? The TikTok fucking hip shakers? Out of your mind. This is a new America, baby. This ain't the 19 motherfucking. Nah, like seriously, you gonna draft these kids that be TikToking all day to fight them what? Most likely what? Them Russians? Them motherfuckers that be fighting bears and shit? And motherfucking climbing mountains to go to school and whatever?
First and foremost, I want to start by giving all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Rechakodash. Double unto the elder apostles and bishops at the great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the tabernacle of David, though for elect, scattered abroad throughout the earth. And this was Cardi B, and she's reacting to the previous bill that passed through the House of Representatives, which will enable a mandatory draft for people that are ages 18 through 26. And, she's kind of she's actually scoffing at, the bill, because in that age range, a lot of the men, they're kind of occupied in, social media. They really ain't known to, get out there in the trenches. They're cooped in their homes. They on their little smartphones and tablets. They on the game. Playing Call of Duty or on TikTok, coming up with the latest, TikTok dance or whatever. They're definitely not ready for no dang war. So she's, scoffing at that idea. All right. And, hey, this is part of that shame, because like she mentioned, these other countries, they train, they're different. All right. They, especially them Russians, who more than likely, America's going to have to face in the war. We know that that's prophetic, that, Russia is going to, go to war with the beast, the whore, Babylon the Great. And, the Lord is stirring up the Medes right now against Babylon. But you send, these young dudes from this generation, yeah, they're definitely going to die. They're going to be sent only to end up in a body bag. All right. And prophecy tell you in Jeremiah that, they're going to they're going to forbear to fight. Was it Jeremiah 50? It might be 51. I think it's 51. Here, let me go to Jeremiah 51 real quick. If anything, send all these damn, tattooed, tear-faced, dread-headed, grill in the mouth, tatted up all the way from head to toe ass dudes out there in the streets. That's who you actually send. But you got a lot of weird Jake that's, they own TikTok, they podcasters, they doing prank shows on YouTube and becoming popular YouTube stars. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They're not built for war. So when that draft does happen, like she said, good luck, which we don't, use that saying, but basically she's saying, all right, well, if y'all think that this generation is going to just follow through and want to go to war for y'all, then have at it, Jeremiah 51:30, it says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. Yeah, because these dudes, they're not built like that. And it even tells you in Isaiah that even the youth faint, you know. They too busy, being gamers and eating a bunch of pizza. So what energy would they even have? Most of them ain't even in shape. Was it Isaiah? I think it's Isaiah 40. Yeah, there's Isaiah 40:29. It says, he giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increaseth strength. And we know ultimately the Lord's going to do that for his elect. Because pursuing Zechariah around the 12th chapter, around was it the 9th verse or the 8th verse? It says that he that is feeble among you shall be as David. So, those that are weak among us, the Lord's going to eventually intervene when the enemy comes in like that flood. All right. And the Lord's going to protect us. And some of us that are, feeble, we don't have a lot of strength. He's going to strengthen us. All right. And, we're going to become the Lord's, battle axe and weapons of war. All right. And you got to have faith to believe that, because if we fight off of our own strength, we definitely, we're not going to make it. These bodies, they wear out, they break down, you get weak. So we definitely need power from on high. But the Lord's going to protect you, brothers, all right, that are in the faith. You're not going to be sent to war, and you got to be willing to, even if needs be, you might have to pull a Cassius Clay on them. We don't support the war, and we're not going. Well, no, we support the war because for prophecy's sake, but we're not going to be used for that war. All right. No, we're the Lord's weapon. We're His soldiers. We're not soldiers for the beast in his system. And be willing to get thrown in prison if needs be. But I believe in the spirit the Lord's gonna protect brothers that are in the fold. All right, that's for all these wicked niggas out here. The Lord He gonna have them drafted, and that's gonna reduce the number of men in the land, and that's gonna fulfill prophecy in itself. All right, and I'm gonna get to that, but let me finish this. It says, even a youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. And especially living here in Babylon, where you're not even eating the right foods that don't give you any nutrients. A lot of it is chemically processed, and they consuming that every day. So your body is not recouping on the nutrients, and you're not getting any energy. And then if you're sedentary, you really not, you're just, your body is just it's not it basically, you can look it up, it's not healthy to stay stationary. You got to be active, and a lot of them are not active. You can't even get them to get up and go outside and shoot some hoops or go run. They want to be glued to their phones. So what makes you think they're gonna be out there on the front lines, with assault rifles in their hands, with fighter jets and drones and all type of stuff, flying over them? Not gonna happen. So going back here, it says, I'm gonna read it again. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned their dwelling places. Her bars are broken. So that's going to leave Babylon vulnerable, because these nations are going to see that Babylon, they don't have they have the technology, but they don't have the manpower. The men are weak. You got women in their military. You got the abominable acronym people in it. They're just not built for that. All right, and that's just the Lord peeling back. He's pulling up that skirt so that the nation can see her shame. Nahum 3 and verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And that's shameful. You would think that the average American would be prideful, and they would actually believe in their manpower, but they're scoffing at it. They saying, good luck with that. Good luck getting these TikTokers to fight on the front lines for the country. That's shameful. And it being Cardi B, it's going to go viral. Everybody's going to hear what she just said. Okay. And, if I was her and, a bunch of these women out here, because I'm pretty sure some of them are going to laugh too. They're going to agree with her. But if I was y'all, I wouldn't be laughing too much, because they start to forcibly snatch these men up, like they did during the Vietnam War and them different wars where men, they starting at 17, they snatched your ass up out of your home and took you, and you had to go to war. So that left you women without any men. So it's going to be even more scarce. It's going to be even more scarce of men out here. All right. And that's going to leave you women vulnerable. Isaiah 3. Isaiah 3 and yeah, I'll just read verse I'll start at 24. All right, because this is the condition that our women, well, really shit, they already in bad condition, but just imagine even worse, when Jacob's trouble is happening, when you have a shortage of men and it's not safe in the streets, you women are you're not gonna have the luxury to be able to be in the mirror, putting 3 pounds of cake up, makeover on your face. You're not gonna be able to, you like how you have it right now before you go step out, or before you take pictures for your Instagram and your TikTok or whatever. You shoot your little videos, try to get all dolled up, using your little filters. You're not going to be able to do that in this time of tribulation. All right, so you left without caring for yourself because you don't have time to. Yeah, you're gonna have that bad stench. Your hair is not going to be well done. A lot of you, especially so-called black women, you don't have, long hair because the Lord cursed you to have, short hair or no hair. So this is what it says. It's Isaiah 3 and 24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. So y'all gonna be looking all bad, and you're gonna be desperate. All right. And I've seen what Cardi looked like up under all that makeup, man. She looked like a cartoon character. All right. And she laughing and stuff. That dude Offset, that nigga ain't gonna last. All right. That none of all them industry niggas, you know, they give their life to Satan. So they only gonna go so far. And all them niggas are gonna die. All of them. It says, thy men shall fall by the sword and thy mighty in the war. So it's coming, man. It's definitely coming. And, you know, with the moves that America is making, the moves that Russia is making, the moves that China is making, it's inevitable. So that's why they prepared that bill, you know, to get everything ready, because they're gonna need some extra firepower. They need some extra men that's gonna be willing to go out there and be a sacrifice for them. And you don't win. The elites that funded this wins. Okay. Anyway, and her gate shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground. Yeah, she ain't gonna have nobody to, you know, cheer her up. She ain't gonna have nobody to protect her. All right, and that's what she's gonna be missing. And that's why it tells you, even in our law, before you even go to war, if you're married, you got to stay back for a year. But if you're not married, but you promise to a woman, or a woman is promised to you, you're not to go to war, because you can easily go out there and die, and somebody else end up taking your woman. This is Deuteronomy 20 and 7. It says, actually, I'll start at verse 6. It says, and what man is he that hath planted a vineyard and have not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return into his house, lest he die in battle and another man eat of it. And what man is there that have betrothed a wife and have not taken her? You know, you ain't even slept with her yet. Let him go and return into his house, lest he die in a battle and another man take her. You know, so, you know, you wasn't even allowed to go to battle if you just betrothed a wife. You think Esau gives a damn? You think he's gonna follow that? he's a man of sin. All right. They like the scriptures say, you know, unto the wicked what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou should take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and cast my word behind thee. So you know the law of the Most High is not going to be applied. Esau, he's going to do whatever his heart's desire, man. So if he needs you to shed some blood and to get your own blood spilled for his interests, then that's what it is. He ain't gonna care if you just, you know, you got a fiance, or if you in that age range, you're signed up. All right. You're gonna get that notice in the mail if they don't come to your door. All right. And I think there's another one. Let me get the other one. I think it's was it 25? Or it might be 24. In Deuteronomy 24 and 5, it says, when a man have taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he have taken. You know, but Esau he don't give a damn, man. You know, so it's gonna be a lot of tears and farewells, and, you know, family gatherings with their hands together trying to send prayers, and your prayers ain't gonna go through, because you're gonna be calling on Jesus, and he's gonna go out there and get killed. Okay, because them Russians, you know, they used to that smoke. All right, they with all that. They train, like she said. These motherfuckers grow up wrestling bears and stuff, man. You about to go across a Khabib, all right, that been wrestling bears since he was a kid, and you grew up on TikTok. So yeah. But let me go to was it Jeremiah 9? Okay. I'll read this one. Jeremiah 9:20, it says, "Yet hear the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation." These women right now are way too proud. That's why they're gonna mourn and weep and wail and all that. That's gonna be later when it finally turns up. Because right now they're still in their comfort zone. You know, they're still at ease, which the scriptures tell our women to strip you and make you bare and gird yourself with sackcloth. You know, basically get ready to mourn because of what the Lord's getting ready to bring upon this place, man. You know, she finds it funny, and she has a good point about the trying to find people to actually sign up and go to war. But she shouldn't be laughing too much. Okay? Because that's gonna leave women like her. She gonna be a definite target. You know how many men didn't seen her knowing what she's good at, what her profession is, her promiscuity. She got her body done, the surgery done to enhance her looks. All of a sudden, ain't gonna be able to hold you down because he gonna get killed. And a bunch of women like her, man. All right, yeah, y'all gonna be food out there. It says, "For death has come up into our windows and has entered into our palaces." Yeah, it sounds like an invasion. All right, men would would just full of testosterone. They're in the spirit of war, and you know when men come creep through, women become spoils. All right, you become prisoners, and they have their way with you. It says to cut off the children from without and the young men from the streets. And a lot of these young niggas in the streets that's already, kicking up dust. That's what's gonna happen with them. They're gonna get cut off. Okay, all them little niggas in Chicago and in LA and them different cities living that life. They're gonna be the first ones to go. It says, "Speak, thus saith the Lord, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvestmen, and none shall gather them. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might," because that ain't gonna matter, especially in that time. It's gonna matter if you have that relationship with the Heavenly Father, all right, in that faith. All right, you believe that He is, and that He's gonna be your shield and your buckler, that He's gonna be the one to protect you. A lot of these men, they're gonna trust in their gun. You know, they're like King David said, "I would not trust in my sword, in my bow, neither shall my sword save me." A lot of them, they're gonna think that because they can, shoot into crowds and kill, random people, that they built like that. Okay. It says, "Let not the rich man glory in his riches." Those of you got money, that ain't gonna mean nothing. But let him that glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, and that I am the Lord which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. Okay. So let me go from there, and I want to go to the Apocrypha, of course. And this is going to be 2nd Esdras 16 and 33. Let me see. Because the scriptures keep talking about how the dead's going to be cast out like dung. There should be dung upon the earth. There's going to be it's going to be famine. There's going to be war. All type of stuff going on. Okay. Verse 33, this is for the women. It says, the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. And they already complaining that they can't find a mate right now. You know, they need help. You know, it costs too much to do it by yourself. You know, so they want a man that can do this and do that. And you done really ran off most of your men. They heading overseas for real women. You know, they don't have to settle for you American, you Western women. All right, so that's this draft is gonna make it worse, because now you're gonna be out of options even more. Even though these are younger dudes, but you younger women, you're gonna run out of options, because these men are gonna be sent. So you're gonna be desperate. You're gonna be crying. You're gonna be humble. The Lord's gonna put y'all back in your humility. Then you're gonna have no choice. You ain't gonna be picky. You're gonna have all these ridiculous list of standards. You just gonna want a man, and that's where it leaves us with the Isaiah 4:1 prophecy. 7 women shall take hold of one man to take away the reproach. All right. It says, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. So that's what's coming. Okay. And prophecy says so. All right. Well, I guess that was it. So yeah, man. And I'm just, reacting to Cardi B and her energy towards that. Okay. And she was actually right on what she was saying. They're this generation, they're different, man. So they're not gonna be ready. That's who you're gonna send out there. Just put more money into your technology. That's your blessing. All right, that sword. Don't waste your money sending these these gamers and TikTokers out there, man. Don't do that to them. But it's gonna happen. Prophecy says so. So yeah, man. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom.